Well, today we have Roger Forsgren, and Roger has with us a beautiful 1958 Chevrolet Impala. Do you want to tell us a little about this Impala, how you acquired it?
Well, I've always kind of wanted a 58 ever since I was in high school, but I was too young at that time to have a 58. And my son found this one in a Quonset over in North Dakota.
Oh.
And the guy had reconstructed it or completely rebuilt it about 10 years ago. This was 3 years ago when I got it. So it's about a 13-year-old restoration on this one completely. And he called me and said, Dad, I think we found a 58. And I says, well, go look at it and find out if it's the right thing or not. And he said, yep. I says, well, that sounds good, then give him a check.
Well, this 58 was kind of an exclusive car. It's a one-year car, isn't it, for this style?
Yeah, 55s, 56, 57s, all had, and then the 58 was the one that had the rounded corners and everything. And then the 59 came with the big fins.
Came with the fins, yeah. And of course, Chevrolet has been in your family forever, hasn't it?
Yeah, Dad, I think, started working with Lester at the dealership in 1945, and I took it over in '64. And then with the plight of the small dealer in the small town, in 1998, we closed it.
And what community was that?
Mayville, North Dakota.
In Mayville,
yep.
Okay. Did you have a 58 on the floor in Mayville, you think, back in '58?
Oh yeah, I'm sure we did, and I'm sure that I really wanted it, but my dad says, it's way too new for you, you're too young for that.
Yeah. Well, this one is a particular car because it has the tri-power too, doesn't it?
It's a 348. And it's got 3 deuces for the tri-power, and then it also has this 3-speed column shift. A lot of the cars back in '58 had the, I think it was the Turbo Glide or the Power Glide, but the 3-speed automatic was, the 3-speed manual on the column was a little more rare.
It was, yes, it was. I know personally I had one, and I really liked that car. But what else is exclusive about this? You're going to tell me now that you put a Continental kit on there?
We just had Classic Auto out on 59, Matt out there, put a Continental kit on it for me. We ordered it a year ago, but there's one supplier in the world of the United States, so he takes his sweet time about getting it out here. So we just got it last week, and he got it on a couple trim pieces to put on yet. Matt also put on a power steering unit for me because with the 348 up in the front, as heavy as it is, we put power steering on it.
Right, and power steering probably wasn't that many options. That many cars that came with the power steering, or
maybe not. I suppose a lot of the Impalas. Usually, it's kind of like a guy ordering a car today. If he gets a deluxe model, he puts all the stuff on it he can put on it. But back then, power steering, air conditioning, power windows, power door locks were a rarity rather than the standard things most people put on.
And you did have available an air suspension too, wasn't it, in '58? But yeah. Nobody wanted it.
That was a farce.
That was a farce, yeah.
They would drop down, the airbags would go flat, you go down, then you had to replace them. That was a real mess.
Yeah. Okay, Roger, we want to thank you for showing the car today.
You betcha. Thanks for coming over and taking a look at it. And Pete.
Thank you.